Okay, this video is not what I was going to do. There are videos out there on this, but I figured perhaps if you just tune to my channel, which of course you should do, you may not have seen someone else do this. The assembly of the parking brake mechanism on a Jaguar IRS can be a real pain in the ass if you don't get shit in the right order. And I have done this many times and I always get something wrong. So what I thought I would do is I will do it right here, right now, on camera, and you will see the fuck ups I make, if I make them. I'm not putting money on that. I probably will. And then you can see how it should go together, mistakes and all. Now, as you can see, I have everything here nicely powder coated. Oh, and there's a little sideline of if any of you want this done, powder coated like this, email me, gstargarage@gmail.com. And I can do it. I haven't thought about a price yet. It won't be ridiculously expensive, but it'll be, you know, a cost of some, let's say, an hour or so's work, and the shipping, of course. You know, for me to ship it back to you once it's done. You may or may not think that's fun, but I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. So, let me now get on with this, show you how it should go, show you my mistakes, and take it from there. I will just film it, I will let it go. The video, I have no clue how long it's going to take, but these are the components. Some of them you don't need right now, like these, you know, because they're nothing to do with the parking brake. These are, but until you got the caliper, they're of no use. Same here with these bolts. These hold the caliper on. Again, so you will not need those. What you will need are these items here. Make them look pretty. And these items here. This one, and those. Oh, by the way, if any of you need these, I have a set of these that I have no use for. If you're willing to pay the postage, I'll just send them to you. Again, contact me, gstargarage@gmail.com. Now, there are also these. These are the originals. And I guess if you'd like those too, I'll also send those to you at no cost but the shipping, okay? Because I got new ones for this project. That's up to you. Let's get on. You're gonna need copper grease. You're gonna need a variety of tools, and you'll see as I go through it, how it all hangs together. All right, oh, hang on, I'm sorry, I lied. There are some more pieces that I forgot to include. And do note the washer on here is not the original washer. It seems to have vanished, but you do need some kind of star washer, spring washer, whatever. No, not a spring washer, a star washer. Excuse me. Oh dear, cough it up, might be a gold watch. Just to hold this screw in place and stop it from rattling loose. The one on the the one that was originally on here, the star was on the outside, whereas you can see here, this is one with the star on the inside. That's all I have at the moment, but it will work. So do be careful not to lose that. You will need all of those components. Now let's get on and do it, okay? First thing we're going to do is we're going to put these pads in. It's a nice, real simple job. Now, the only thing I want to say is I believe I'm getting these pads in the correct way. I don't have the calipers with me, so it's I don't remember which went where, in all honesty. Simple as that. So you may have to redo this. So, you know, you push the pin through, drop over your spring washer, star washer, whatever you want to call it. 8mm fits. Yeah, I hate millimeters, but it fits. Okay. Then turning this so that it's the correct way. And again, with the pads, I believe that this is the way they go on. Again, this may need to be modified if I've got them on ass about face. It's not a big deal, but, you know, you try and get things right, don't you? Sometimes they need a little persuasion. And do make sure you get the right ones. And by that I mean the distance between this edge and this edge. There are two different sizes, apparently. So make sure you get the right ones for your vehicle. So when you're ordering from S&G Barrett or wherever you decide to get them from, make sure they send you the correct size. Hum amongst yourselves. There is no revelation in this section. Just trying to get shit on there. Oh, don't want to go on. Well, they're new. What do you want? Okay, so once you get those on, okay, that was the simple and easy bit that doesn't rely on anything else other than half a brain cell. And I've got half. Next, what shall we do next? Ouch. Now we have this spring, and you have to note that this spring goes on a particular way. But he says, looking around desperately for the piece the spring attaches to. Why can't I see it? What am I doing? I am being a dummkopf. It's on here, that's why. Sorry, not that one. It's on that one. No, it's not. See, I told you you're going to see mistakes. Oh, you dickhead. Okay, I've done it already. I've made a mistake that you will not make because you will not copy me. Take this pad out. Dear, oh dear. You just can't get the staff these days. And this is why I said that it all has to go in a certain order. Oh wow, look at that for top quality pads. Holy shit. Wow. Alright, I'm going to need to repair that before I can continue. But what I was going to show you guys was this little stud that has to go in there that this hook goes into. And hang on a second. You need to... Oh, and it's a fiddly ass motherfucker. You got to get that in there. There we go. And this has got a... I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. The end is shaped differently. The other end is kind of round or a normal circle, whereas this has kind of got a step in it or a hook. And that's what goes over the bar. This bar here inside the parking brake mechanism. But first, let me repair this. I will be having words with Mr. S&G Barrett about that, because there is no way that should have done that. Wow, that is just broken right off. But I will super glue the fucker back on and it'll be fine, but yeah, really that shouldn't have happened. So I'm going to have to stop a video right here, right now, and get that set, and then we'll continue. Don't go away. Alright, while waiting for that to set, let's move on to the next piece. This here has this little piece here that goes in for automatic adjustment. First, we need to put some Cooper grease there, just to make things move nice and easy. Don't have to go crazy. I mean, and I've powder coated this, so it's kind of slippery already, but I still like to put a bit of grease on there. And this piece, you can just hook it on there, get it over the pin, he says, just like that, and now it is in position. Okay, and it moves back and forth, which is great. However, it needs to have something to attach to. That's where this little piece comes in. That goes in here, and then you have this spring, which is fun to get on. So let's see how we get on with this little challenge. I'm going to try it on this end first. Don't know if this is the best way to do it, but that's what I'm going to do. To get it in the hole. Okay, got it in the hole, and now oops, and it came out of the hole. I hate it when that happens. All right, so now I want to try and get it on there. So I've got a little hook thing here that I'm going to try and use. In fact, let me see. There we go. Over there. I don't know if you can see this, guys. I hope you can. And there we go. These tools are so handy. All right, so now that has got the spring on it. The next piece, we have this little beastie here. Don't forget that spring. I've done that many times. Many times. Now we need a little bit of grease on here. Now you can do this afterwards. I just do some now. So, whatever floats your boat. Okay. Perfect. And what I also like to do is squidgle some in there and in there, so that that bolt, that bolt moves nice and easy. Now, oh boy, yeah, I think I can do this. I'm not sure, and I'm saying I think because I want to make sure. Hopefully that's not going to fall out of there while I'm waiting for that pad to set. That's my dilemma. All right, so let's see. This is where you have to get 6 things done at once. That's first, but you have this, because there's a pin that goes through all of this. However, you also got to get this spring hooked over that, and you also have to get this screw through here, as in here, through there, through there, which needs turning. There we go. And I have done this in so many different ways, and I've yet to find the best way, I must admit. So I've got all of that there. Now, let me take this off. Let me slip this on. Okay guys, this is, and you get kind of messy doing this too, I'm going to tell you that. Let me see what I can do here. I'm going to try and get this down there. No, that's not going to work, is it, you dipshit? Let's lower this down there. Now we can put this in. He says, hopefully. Oh, you're such a prick, Gary. All right, and that's why I'm showing you guys this, because then you don't do what I do, and that's make mistakes. So this goes on there. Oh, you bastard. Oh, dear. All right, there we go. Let's put that down for a minute, shall we, Gary? Now, let's get that on there. Okay, that's on there now. The ratchet is lined up. Good. Okay, now we will put that in there. Why am I putting that in there? Just so I can put this through here. However, stay where you are, you bitch. Don't get too carried away. I don't know what kind of view you're getting, guys, I'm sorry, but and you don't need to go crazy with this screw, because it's going to all change when you get it on the caliper. Now, there you go. Oh, look, that's terrific. Yeah, great. So now I can put the shield on. Probably not. Why do I say that? Because this one goes under here. Now, whilst it's under there, perfect. But now you've got to get the spring to come up and through that hole. There. So now what you need to do... Oh, madre mia. And I'm sure there's a better way to do this. I just... oh, now it's all come off apart. Now, I grab my little hook again. I grab you by the little hook. And I pull my hook onto the spring. And I pull it and drop it over the bar. And it is now over that bar. So I've got that over the bar. I've got the screw in there. I'm still missing a pad, as you're obviously aware. I think now I can do the next task, which is to put this on. Okay, so that goes on there, but now your biggest problem is you've got to get this pin through. But of course, you've now got to fight the tension of that spring. Okay, now what I have discovered, get yourself, well, mine's a punch, but something that has got a taper on it. And then you've got to try and line the fucker up. So what I have done, and I don't know if this is going to work, of course not, I'm on camera. Ring, bing, bang, bing, bing, bing. If I can get that, and then you look at your hole and you go, I just need to move that there a little bit. And then I get this in there. And it's still not right. So I give it another tweak. And remember, you're fighting the spring at this point. Oh, maybe I can just get that tapped in there. I think, therefore, IBM, where did my pin go? Oh, there it is. Now, that pin should now go in there, and as it goes in, it knocks the punch out. Don't you love theory? Oh, you bitch. Now, it's come out of alignment. I could shut you off now, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna let you watch me struggle. Because you'd much rather do that, I'm sure. What a bitch. Now, there has to be another way to do this. But to me, it doesn't matter. Because once I've done this, I ain't gonna be doing it again. Alright, so now that's lined up. That looks good. Get my pin and try again. Oh, you bitch. You came out before you should have done. Oh, crap. How many times am I going to have to do this to get this in here? And this is why I use the taper. Oh, and don't think you're finished yet. Whoa. No, once you get that pin in, you're not finished. Okay, now are you lined up? Not quite, huh? Of course, when I did this off camera, it worked perfectly. You know what? That bitch doesn't want to line up. Motherfucker. What am I going to have to do to get you to work? Yeah, that's off. I don't know why that one's off. Well, it's off because you're doing it on camera, Gary. I'll tell you what, let me get this screw in, because that thing is annoying me and it's rattling. This is something you have to get lined up. And again, of course, it doesn't want to line up, does it? Okay, let's try a screwdriver. And of course the thread is tight. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Oh, come on. Are you in the hole? Oh, this screw's bent. Wow, I didn't see that when I took it out. Oh dear, that's not good. Well, let's see how it goes. No, that is not acceptable. Totally unacceptable. Oh, bitch, what's wrong with you? Why are you in such a state? Yeah, that thread's buggered. Oh dear. Never rains, but it fucking pours. Right, so I've got to try and clean this thread up now, because there's obviously something wrong with it, which may mean I've also got to take this plate out again, which means I've got to take the spring out, which, oh my God. I'll be back. All right, sorted out the problem. Me dummy. When I powder coated this plate, I forgot to do what I always do. Tap the holes afterwards. You sometimes get powder coat in places you don't want it. And that's what had happened. I got powder coat in the hole so it wouldn't come out. All right, I also managed to get this pin in, and oh, that's a bit grubby there. I managed to work it, and using this, which tape, it's got a taper, so that holds it nice. And then, I can tap it out by putting in the, sorry, ignore that, by putting the pin in. So now I have the pin in there. I'm not going to show you because I don't want to take it all apart again all honesty. So the next thing I've got to do here is put a split pin in. One of these little babies here. And I buy these by the ton because there's no point in just buying one. You're going to use more than one and you're going to fuck up more than one. And that pin, hopefully you can see that. No, excuse me. Be a bit more light. So get the pin through, bring it round, get your chopper and chop it off. Do the same here with this one. In fact, if I can, just gonna bring it around a little further, then chop it off, bend it back, bendy bendy. Try and keep these out of the way best you can. Oh, and by the way, should you do like I did, which was screw up, that is a 2BA. This screw here is a 2BA screw, so you'll need a 2BA tap and die. I happen to have them, but I believe you can get them from Brit Fasteners, I think they're called. So now that's pretty much ready, apart from putting the pad on that I don't have. Well, I do have it, it's being repaired by me. So this will of course go in there. You then slip on your spring washer. Actually, you drop it first, then you put on your spring washer, then you put on your nuts, and you don't tighten your nuts, you just leave them loose. Once that's set, you know, I'm waiting for that glue to set, then we are pretty much done on this. As I mentioned before about these forks, there are bolts. In fact, let me show you the bolts, but I'm sure you know. These bolts go there and through there, and that goes in that hole there. But of course it's all on the caliper. What else can I tell you about that? Probably not much. In fact, come to think of it, I believe this, the way I have this is upside down. It would be that way. Okay, I believe. For every drop of rain that falls. No, sorry, I've just dashed off onto a different Frank Ifield song. So that's how it would look, and obviously the other bolt would be there, and then that would go down into the caliper. There would also be a locking plate that you have on here. And don't skimp. For a few bucks, it ain't worth it. Get the locking plate. Get the new parts. And there it is. That is pretty much it. That's a little stiff, as the actress said to the bishop, but I'm sure that'll be okay at the end of the day. Okay, well, there it is. Pad to go back on. When the new calipers arrive, I'll put those on the IRS, and you've seen that in my previous videos, so there's nothing new to show you there. I just thought you might be in the least bit interested in how this beastie goes together. And it's a pain in the ass, but you know, once you get it, it's not too bad. Again, as always, please do like, comment, subscribe. As my little friend in, oh, well, there he is, Sweden, Netherlands says, if you're not a subscriber, please do consider subscribing. It's fun. You get to see all sorts of stupid shit that I do. And whilst this is a Jaguar IRS, my main topic is going to be the Jaguar Mark II, and I'm hoping within the next month, I don't believe that thing, it's Saturday, fuck off. I believe that within the next month I should be getting the car back, and then there will be all sorts of videos coming out with me putting shit on and doing my damnedest not to scratch the paintwork. Thanks for watching, guys, girls. Get out in that garage and do some shit.